There we go, boys. Look who decided to join us today. Hi, Teddy. What's today, Teddy? It's Sunday, July 30th, and it is about 11:30 in the morning. It is 66 degrees out, and it is dry and comfortable and perfect. Give me a 4-day weekend of this weather, and I could get so much done. So, checking in on everything. Nasturtiums, lilies. Second batch of lilies coming through. The hosta, still campanula. Even by the door too. Look at the nasturtium all the way down on the ground down here. Spreading. Alright, boys, you're going to do something besides just eat dead worms, dig up dead worms? Come on. Okay, so, good progress on the stargazer lilies. So now there's my finger. Okay, and it's starting to get some color in these guys. So, a little behind, but not by much. We were going through some footage from last year, and these do tend to be a little later. I don't know why I was thinking that late July they come, but it's actually early August for these guys, at least here. Look at the color on this hydrangea. It is all over the place. From your mix to over here, right down to purple, starting out as the blush. More blues back there. Almost reminds me of an ice cream shop with all the fancy flavors and colors and choices. You boys coming? And while I'm back here, these stargazer lily here, again, they're pretty long. You like my arm wraps? So you'd seen these advertised. They're supposed to help with if you're like working in brush, so you don't scratch your arms up, and it's supposed to help a little bit with bugs. And some of the mosquitoes have gotten through them, but mostly they come in these garden colors, but I don't mind. It's a lighter color, so it keeps from being too hot in the sun. And they're pretty cool. Really having sweat with them. Alright, so corn. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then in the back there is 6. So every one of the plants has at least one corn on it, and they're actually getting to be a good size. So as tiny as they started, they're getting there. And then the hope is that as these keep getting taller, because now the tallest one in the back there is just up past my chin, looks about, that they'll put out a second set of corn on each one. And you can see the butternut is getting really big, and the one in the back is actually so big it's making its way through the fence now. It's sending out feelers. So just waiting on any flowers whatsoever on the butternut squash, and could be some back there. You boys gonna join me or what? They're still over there eating worms. Okay, so just an update on the milkweed. Still looking healthy. So I think we have a good root system there. I'm just going to trim away some of this brush and prickers just to give them a little more room to capture moisture. And that's all they got to do. They just have to be set up so they get a good start next year. So this is all in the center here. This is all catnip plant. So that seed finally did take and is doing good. Been forgetting to mow back here the last couple of mow sessions. So over here, the second sunflower opened, or is just starting to open. Just a little lazy up here. We had rain all afternoon. Yesterday about 2 o'clock on. So a little bit further again. We got in the back though. How far it's climbing. I just got a bug in my throat. These sunflowers a little bit taller, just about up to my hips now. And we still have lots of black-eyed Susan out through the back. So last week one of the purple bee balm was starting to open, and now they are all, just about all of them open. And we got little tiny bees on them. The hummingbird moth has been around still. So in the past we've tended to see it like once, maybe twice, or them. Sometimes there's a pair of them. But it's been, I think this is the third week in a row now. Third weekend in a row. So Liatris is starting. Go over here. And starting to burn through some of the tops of the red there. But just in time for the purple to open. Seen a couple more moths back there. And yeah, tiger lilies. Right on time. I was looking through my old videos last year and I have a thumbnail of them all open on July 30th last year. So, I can't remember if we had the 2 plants or if we were just the 1 plant last year, but it was all pretty much open. This one, you see, we still have 2 more full rows and then the small at the top to go. But yeah, almost a full set. And of course, these bright, brilliant, still going. And we have some of the orange in the center here. Still getting some of the painted as well. And the reds are going. And these were looking a little beat down from the rain yesterday, but they're starting to straighten back up too. Oh, there you go. They almost look cartoonish and artificial. They're just so unbelievable between the color and the detail and how fancy they are. Hey Teddy, you coming? Come on, Teddy. Hey. Come on, let's go around the yard. Come on. That's a puppy. Yeah, hi, handsome. Come on, let's go see what else we got. Come on. I don't know where your brother went, but once he hears the garden gate, he's going to come running. Yeah, come on, Teddy. So last week I was looking for you, and I promised I would keep an eye out and I would try to find a plum on here for you. And I did see one over on this side. And I made a mental note to say it's right over there. Sebastian, I hear you crash around in the woods. Come on. And there it is. So it is right here. So there's one. You can see how hard they can be to find when they're before they ripen on this. But there are not a lot on here. You know, we've never gotten a really big year. Come on, Teddy, Sebastian. Sebastian's been loving this weather too. All right, so not too much going on in this area. These lilies here. Come on, Sebastian. Come on. Thistle, doing good. No more flowers on this one. There you are. Wow. I cannot believe how quiet he is for such a big dog. He's like a ninja. Oh, hi, little Froggy. Hey, buddy. Well, still no flowers yet on this, but it's making a good comeback. I'll have to check to see if that's a later one. All right, there you go again. We're going up in the garden next. And so this is called meadowsweet. We looked it up. And it is absolutely a native, and it's really good for all sorts of pollinators. So I'm glad it's growing so good through here. And it's a nice, safe, soft addition to landscape. All right, Sebastian, we're getting in on the back garden here. Come on. I don't know why Teddy's not joining us. So pretty much everywhere now. This is going to be amazing when these start popping all open, because just about every branch has, you know, these groups, big clusters here. Oh, hi, Misha. Hi, handsome. Going up in the garden. You want to join me? So in the back, still lots of the red bee balm. And of course the hosta is still, I mean, this patch has been going and going now. For how long? And a little bit of the campanula back there is still going. And just a wee bit of the Sweet William. And this was another type, if I remember from last year, of like a different black-eyed Susan. It's got multiple heads on the stem, and the petals are not as close together. And these lilies have been opening all week. So sharp. And there he is. Not too much left to show over here other than the nasturtium and the foamy bells. Those have spread actually quite a bit from last year, or last week, rather. And these hanging pots are still doing really good. Hey, leave the cat alone. Go on, go up toward the garden. We're going up there in a minute. But these are really tall here. And look at all the hosta over here. These flowers. And I got to get down over here because I was watching a hummingbird earlier. Look at the size on this hosta here, how big these flower heads are on here. As big as the hummingbird. We're getting there. You're going to rush me down the garden? I hope you burned off some of this energy. All right, want to get in the garden? We'll get in the garden. Veggie garden. All right, so we'll do a quick check on these beans. They've decided that they want to grow together and rely on each other, so I let them. And with doing that, now they're starting to hold on to the twine, so hopefully they'll help each other up, start getting some height. I did not put my muck boots on, and it did get soft back here again with the rain. But let's start off with the sweet potato. It's all sweet potato growing there. I don't think that is. It's just those. And yeah, we'll go down to the pumpkins. So I'm going to stand back here at the rock and take another picture for this week. And if I remember, I'll throw in the picture from last week just so you can see the difference. But this vine here has grown out, and we have a possible pumpkin to watch here. The big one that's farthest along is actually a little further down here. Get in here and see back there. There she comes. And that one is much bigger than a grapefruit or a softball at this point. And as these are sugar pumpkins, probably about soccer size is what we can expect. I know I had said we had about 5 or 6 candidates, and we're down to about 3 or 4 right now. I'm pretty much checking every day. There's another one in the back there. It's possible. Yeah, at that stage, you just have to watch and see. There's another one open back there. But yeah, so this lower here is this far along this log now, and coming over the other side with actually a little tiny fruit at the end there. And there is one here that looks like it's got some size on it. But up above, there's that vine there. That's coming all the way. And I got another vine climbing up there. So I'll try not to sunblind you, but yeah, this patch is really spreading. So probably by next week, that upper vine will probably be climbing along the top there. I always forget as I'm walking by because I'm so amazed with the pumpkin. But so here's the corn that we had transplanted from behind the donkey shed. So it's got tassels, and we actually have an ear starting down here. And these are just past my hips. And then we have another one just past the pumpkin there. And then we have one there. Just to the left of it, this here is hay grass growing. Just like this is hay grass. You can see kind of how similar it is to the corn. They're part of the same family. Alright. I could look at these pumpkins all day. So we're starting to get some leaf die off now on the potatoes, on the Yukon Gold, and yellowish laying down, and pretty much done flowering everywhere. The red or purple ones in the back, same thing, starting to get a little yellow, will die off. So those, maybe another couple of weeks, you can start thinking about harvesting those. Hey, want to pose for me with the pumpkins? Gotta remember to get a thumbnail with him. Alright, well, how about we start off by looking at the banana peppers. 2, 3 on here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Another one starting back there, but on my finger back here. Another 2, 3, 4. Yeah, as for the green peppers, I don't know this. They keep bending over, but there's a lot of little peppers on there. I don't know if you're seeing, but they're started here, on there. And again, I think it just really has to do with the soil being so soft. Careful walking through my cabbage, child. But he does pretty good. He goes through where he should. While I'm on this side of the cucumber patch. So there's 2 cucumbers. There's another one. Getting huge with another small one there. And that's just right over here. There's, just take a step over here and lift up the leaves through here. And I see another big one back here. And another half a step over. There's another one there. And we've been picking them. I've been coming in the mornings with my pockets full. I believe, so this side of the trellis, and the back side, is the pickling ones, and these are more of the garden ones. Yeah, we did get our jars and stuff, and some dill packets, or packets of the spices and stuff. Hey, leave the cabbage be. So I started banding the celery just to keep it upright, so we don't start losing some stalks off to the side. Hey, Sebastian. His nose. I think that's why he loves the garden so much. There's so many smells up here. I wish I could tell you which sunflowers these are, but I'm suspecting that these might be the Mexican ones, because these leaves are just so much wider than the typical, but well, we have to just wait and see. Oh yeah, I was distracted by dogs and sunflowers and everything, and muck. So we have a little bit of a head here on this broccoli. Hopefully that doesn't start flowering or bolting yet. I might actually get some broccoli out of that one, and that one there too. Just the other day there was nothing on these guys, so. Oh, and that one too, actually. I'm looking at it. Wow, what a difference. And with the cooler temperatures this week, less likely chance that it's going to bolt. Watch where you're walking. Yeah, so I'm just looking around, I'm seeing more and more cucumbers everywhere. We actually got to harvest some of this lettuce during the week for dinner. So here's the tallest sunflower in the yard, and it's still going. I think it's starting to get a little bit of flower bits up there. And another good one there. This cucumber is now grabbing onto the tomato, coming through a couple of places. But the tomatoes are doing good. We have a set of 4 down here. There's one back there. There's those 3, those 2, 3 there. Another 4 over here. The small one started, more flowers. But thankfully, some of these cukes are finally going along the arbor here. But yeah, that's the big thing, is coming in. There's another 2 cucumbers right there. Eggplant. Let's check on the eggplant. Again, lots of flowers. Look at all those flowers on there. So many flowers, but so late to get any fruit. So I was watching these, but I think those might be flower heads starting to open. Yeah, they're all have flowers. Plants all look good. Just no fruit started yet. Sebastian is lost in the pumpkin patch. There he is, the great pumpkin himself. Okay. Beans. Yeah, some excitement with the beans too. So the red runner beans, these guys here, and you see we got multiple flowers on there. And these are all the way up to about my head height now. And the second one here, whoop, there's our little garden helper. You keep it on the rodents and the critters? Thank you. So yeah, and we have flowers on the red runner over here as well. And the nasturtium, of course, is all popping through, but we also have purple beans. Now this is I forget what type it is, but we did have 2 types that we'd been growing. And I can't remember what the other one was, but it goes purple. So we have them there, and I thought I saw a second spot as well. Is it over on this side? Yes, yes it is. So here's some more of those beans too. And of course these sunflowers on the ends and in the middle. So some of them get knocked down by the weather or by stray dog steps. Sebastian, you owe me a thumbnail. Let's see if I can get him with pumpkins. Hey, Goofy. Sebastian. No, you don't have to. Hey, watch where you're running. You smile for me? You smile? Hey, Sebastian, stay, stay. Hey, good boy. Stay. Good boy. Thank you. Who's your good boy? You want a treat? You're being really good for me. Yes, you are. Thank you, puppy. All right, let's go look at the squash, and then I think we're almost done. Leave your brother alone. See, he's good. He's mostly avoiding. It's only when he gets crazy, he gets excited and he starts running. So, we are starting to get some proper, what I call second tier growth on these butternut, but as you can see, compared to the ones out in the old goat area, they're way behind. Other news, we're already getting acorn drop. All those acorns there, that's all fresh stuff. Been listening to that drop for a couple of weeks. Nisha, what's in that box behind you? Are you growing your own potatoes over here? That sure looks like potatoes. Yeah, you still got potatoes down there. You saved that to make some vodka this winter? I won't tell anyone. All right, so there's the garden. We're really happy, especially because we're going to be pickling the cucumbers and having a lot of banana peppers. They're doing a lot better than the regular bell peppers. You good back here? Thank you for joining us, Misha. We just gotta find Teddy. Any idea where Teddy is? Let's go find Teddy. Come on. Oh, wonderful weather. So, let's see how far this nasturtium is going. Still back past the bench, reaching out over to the blueberries down there, of which most of the ripe blueberries are gone. The raccoons come through and the birds and pretty much pick it clean. But all the way spilling down now over to the ramp. And of course the vinca vine. Looks like we got a third one now going down the tree, and these are actually curling around on the ground. So maybe next week we'll have some stargazer lilies open. We'll see how far along that pumpkin comes, because that thing is getting really big day by day. Did you want to pose in front of the hydrangea too? Oh. Yeah, I'll see if I have anything good to tack on to the end. Sebastian, come here. Come. Okay. Sit. Stay. Is that your garden? Nope, stay. Beautiful. Who's a beautiful boy? You are. Okay. So I'm going to finish it up there. Oop. You'll find that one. Here. Good boy. I'm not going to put a link in the video for where I got these gloves from. You can find them on Amazon if you like the idea. They're pretty good though. They're comfortable. Probably help keep from getting too burned too. But I got to get back to work. I want to enjoy this weather because days like this in the middle of August or middle of the summer are just few and far between. Look at the color of that blue. The clouds are moving pretty fast this morning. I did get some footage of that I'll include. But all right, and then another thing I noticed, the zoom on this camera is pretty good. We have a lot of pine cones coming for this winter. Lots and lots. So that'll be interesting in the fall and late winter when the winds pick up. Okay, so I will talk to you next week. Thank you for watching, and I can't wait to show you how much further along everything is next week. So enjoy the rest of your weekend. It's all real time. That's how fast the clouds are moving through. Who's got the zoomies? You got zoomies? You want to go see the garden? You want to go see your veggies? Let's go see veggies. Veggies.